What's up, Flex fam? Coach Cam here to talk about our session that we'll be looking at with OG LG Lexi Godwin. So a little backstory, Lexi is actually the first athlete that I started working with on my return from UNCW's graduate school. So, definitely near and dear to my heart. And I've watched Lexi from a young age as a middle school athlete, through having success in high school and ultimately achieving her dream of being a scholarship athlete for UNC Chapel Hill on their softball team. But Lexi is about 5 months into a knee surgery. Lexi had an issue going on with due to her kind of natural position for her hips and knees and just sport and things like that and strain. She had a small procedure done which allowed her to relieve some pressure and really trying to make sure things in the knee are healthy. So what we're going back and doing now is working in conjunction with her therapy team, her strength conditioning team at school, and making bridging the gap. And if you think about it, the knee is really just like a bridge infrastructure. So we have the cables, the I-beams, the support. If we have something going on middle of the bridge or on the road, we want to make sure that all the structures surrounding are really solid, so that we're going to try and alleviate the problem and make sure that post-surgery she's not just going to return to whatever's going on and bother. So you can use your body weight, you can prevent injury, build up that body armor, and get yourself burning. Just a D1 athlete here, and you ask her, man, this thing is getting lit. There we go. The most important thing we started with, which every client should have, is a eval, a movement screen. So through our screen, and this is something that we do with our athletes constantly and continuously, we noted things like severely limited ankle flexion. This can be normal after a procedure where you're not doing a ton of the things and movements that you might be doing normally. And for some people, I would like to say that ankles oftentimes are a limiter. So ankle flexion, we also noted a bit of an imbalance between her adduction and abduction strength. Her ability to take away from the body and resist is fairly good, but her ability to bring in midline and resist is not as good. That's something we're going to focus on. Squeeze, lock out the quad, and relax. 10 reps. Squeeze, that's it, and relax. Big squeeze, there you go. You guys can hopefully see, I hope the camera can pick this up. You can see the shaking, that's the central nervous system firing that on-off switch. This is what we want, this is activation. So if you're looking to increase, cortical or, that inhibition of, if maybe it's pain, or looking at that reciprocal inhibition of where we're getting things turned on and firing and activated, we're kind of using that agonist, antagonist muscle grouping. This is what you want to see. Lexi also is very internally dominant. Her hips rotate internally very well. Her external rotation, though, is very limited. So those are a few of the things. On top of knowing we've had a procedure done, we're going to have a pretty big asymmetry in her quad strength and things like that or need to be improved as well. So our main focus is improving ankle mobility, increasing external rotation, freeing up the joint capsule, increasing stability, training the underside of the foot, and increasing her overall ankle range of motion. So those are our things we're really focused on, and getting the inside adductors and groin area strong. So in this session, you guys are going to be seeing really our phase 1 progress. So Lexi has some time back home on winter break before she goes back and gets in her season. You guys are going to be looking at some things we're doing, starting in our extensive phase, a little more volume, a little more specific. Some of these things look simple, but guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be intense with a barbell to get a great stimulus. We're going to really focus on stability, training the underside of the foot, making sure the biomechanics are really good, and we're going to work in from there. So you'll see things like static holds and isometrics from a therapy perspective and return to strength condition perspective, and especially when we're talking about training tendons and ligament structure, we want to start with isometrics. Isometric holds are great. We have a few different things we know in current research that support tendon strength, and that is heavy, slow resistance training and isometric training. So we're utilizing isometric training as well as specificity work around the ankles, increasing range of motion, band immobilizations, stabilizations, and drills are going to help build a really solid foundation that we can stack on top of. So overall, our main focus is get her moving well, increase the time under tension so we can get as much tendon, joint structure, musculature activation as we can, and then work on her general conditioning. She's gonna have to play ball and she has some expectations with that, so we're gonna be working that stuff in. It's gonna be exciting to show you guys this process, working with a high level athlete, and the importance of a coach-athlete relationship and the benefit of, at the bottom of the funnel, specificity and making sure we'll dial in what the client needs. Stay tuned, fam. So let's just do a little bit of pull there. That's what we'll focus on. Big extension from the legs and finishing with the upper body.
I can't even talk to you doing it. It's like big booty mix or
Big
something
booty
like that.
mix.
It's like EDM.
Oh,
so.
it's got it.
Oh yeah. It's
Anything
just on
that's got
YouTube.
some beat to it like that,
And
well,
it's like a mashup kind of thing too.
I like that. 2, 1, pull.
Oh my God, no!
Come on, okay. We'll find the right one. Come on. Consistent pull. Long. There you go. Long pull. You're at 200 already. Come on. Let's go, Lisa. Come on. Right through it. Keep it consistent. Big pull. Big pull. Come on, Lex. Alright, we're halfway. Alright, now we're gonna push. You're already uncomfortable, you know what it's like to be uncomfortable. Let's finish. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on. Let it hold it. Come on, 5 2. God, 14.